Attention on deck!
Hi everybody, Army P here for eXplorminate.net, and welcome to our Let's Try of Stellaris with the DLC Leviathans installed. Now if you remember from last time, I was kind of going to take it easy and see if we got some type of precursor to one of the endgame crises. Either the ones that were in the original base game, or of course the one I'm most anxious to see, which is one of the fallen empires to become awakened. And unfortunately, just we haven't had something, whatever triggers the fallen empires, and I'm currently unaware of what that trigger might be. I'm pretty sure some very, very talented and knowledgeable people will be able to figure out just exactly what it is that needs to happen for the empires to actually become awakened, and or the devs will just tell us what those precursors need to be. In the meantime, I have a massive fleet here. You'll notice it's a combination of battleships, cruisers, destroyers, and of course a few corvettes. What I decided to do while I was waiting around, I was playing nice with my Federation. Everybody seems to be pretty happy. I've got a vassal state over here that was able to take away from the Lyrite. They succeeded that to me in a war that they had against our Federation. And I was just kind of cleaning house a little bit around my lovely little light purple empire, and I thought to myself, you know what? I haven't done anything with that nether drake yet. Or that ether drake. That giant space dragon that we had met so long ago in a previous episode. So I decided I'm going to try my luck. I got a fleet size of 21,603 military power. I thought, you know what? Why not see what'll happen? Let's see how I'll fare against this giant space dragon here, who's protecting some different horde. According to the Enclave, whom will give you the information. That's another thing that I mentioned in a previous video, but the Enclave will actually give you the details and behind some of these strange Leviathans that now inhabit the Stellaris world that we all play in. And apparently the space dragon lives in some type of, or was born in some type of dawn before time. It's an ancient beast that doesn't adapt well into whatever universe or iteration of our universe. It kind of hints at it maybe, being there at the Big Bang, or even before it perhaps. So he's guarding some type of ancient treasure. Something so ancient that it's even possibly that it's before time. Now you remember when the very first time we encountered the giant ether drake, he destroyed one of my corvettes quite quickly with a single blast. I want to see how it fares up against the might of the Yalon fleet. The third armada. Doesn't get much bigger than that, I would say. Now, I have no idea how this battle is going to go, so bear with me. We're going to play it on normal speed, and let's engage. I don't know, man. I have a lot of ships here. Okay, I have entered the system. You can see here is my fleet coming out of warp, starting its cooldown effect, and you can see that the ether drake here has already started to come about on us. How much HP does this guy have? It's not even telling me how much HP or nothing. It's just a military power of a skull. Very little information I'm able to save for him besides just go to. Alright, let's see how we do. We've engaged. Wow, man. Whatever that is, it's just horrifying. Okay, so automatically it's telling me, oh, right on. When I engage in battle, it actually does tell me how much HP it has, and it looks like it's circling almost 75,000 HP, which my complete combined fleet caps at 115,000. So let's see if we can keep this going. That beam is just horrible. I mean, for me anyway. So let's see how my plasma attack does against the nether drake, the ether drake. I don't want to say nether, probably because I'm playing Neverwinter Lights lately. That being said, you can see here that I'll pause it just right quickly. And all my torpedoes are just starting to land on them. See if, oh, and I've got my small little bombers are circling around. Look at the size of this guy. So my first flanks, it looks like my destroyers are coming in to do passes, while my battleships stay farther back and take the huge beam that's coming out of this thing. My gosh, I will admit, these end game monsters that you can beat are just awesome. Looks like we're going really well. Although we have lost considerable amount of ships, we're still in good shape for winning this guy, and I think there'll be no problem at all unless this thing's got some type of bizarre endgame attack. Oh wow, that is a beast. And it looks like he's going down. We got him down to 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, and boom! Dragon Slayer. The slayer of all dragons. Okay, the formidable Ether Drake has been slain. The exceptional bravery of Admiral Javab? Yeah, of the Third Armada will not be soon forgotten. The planetoid the beast is guarding is so jealously can now be safely exploited. Who knows what treasures the creature may have amassed over the eons. Okay, we've got plus 300 influence for doing that, and we gain special access to a unique empire building called the Ether Drake Shrine. That's interesting. Oh, what's he gonna do? What's his dead body do besides to stay there? Oh, death animation. No, he goes into some type of bizarre other world. Do I get to research anything from him? Does not look like it. Alright, well, seeing how my science ship is doing very little right now, we're going to survey the system, and let's see what I've got. 95. Probably because he didn't leave a lot of ships injured, or not injured, disabled of any way. Looks like he just... If he got a hold of you, that was it. You were going to town. So now we can find out what kind of treasure. I'm just going to bump this up to the fastest setting again. Now we get to find out exactly what it is that the Ether Drake was hiding. Because I'm definitely curious. I've got 4 to 5 planets right now that I'm directly controlling. So it means that if I decide to colonize this planet, I won't have to turn in something else into a sector, which I'm kind of excited about because there's got to be something special there. I mean, not to mention our the special Ether Drake. So I just want to see what that building does. I'm quickly going to go... Oh, wow. This planet has definitely increased in size. Sorry, I just recently colonized this planet, so I'm kind of laughing right now because... I thought it'd be the only, I think it's the only planet I have an empty space on. Oh, either well, we'll just replace something if we need to. Okay, Ether Drake Shrine. Okay, it's an Empire unique building. And it gives us plus 10% happiness to the planet that it's on. Okay, well that's, that's a decent bonus. Not the best bonus I've seen, but it's good enough. So, the real question lies in what is in this planet. I know it's an arid world, which isn't necessarily the best for me. With that being said, I do have the bird people that I was able to appropriate in the last war, and they'll be able to live on that no problem. Arc emitters, blue lasers. I'm gonna go for the Tachyon Lance. Looks like my ships have been repaired. I'm back in a lovely energy surplus. That's always good. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is start to replace my fleet. What am I building here? Some corvettes. Why is it that I can't build? Oh, I'm rather short on funds. That's okay. Spent a lot upgrading that planet. Oh, there we go. Wow, look at that. The Dragon's Horde. The Dragon's Horde is a molten planet. And it looks like... Wow, this is actually popping really good. I'm really, really impressed by this. Armor 5%. No, we're going to go for new torpedoes. So this, already we could tell the Dragon's Horde is this planet, once we mine it, will give us plus 30 minerals per turn and plus 30 energy credits per turn. Not only that, but we were able to find an anomaly on the other planet. So, yeah, talk about goodies. I think they used the appropriate name called Dragon's Horde. That being said, what is my construction ship doing right now? Okay, so a deceptive giant. We have assumed that an anomaly, abnormally small gas giant is, in fact, not. Beneath the deceptive cover of thick dust swirling around the upper atmosphere lies a regular planet. It's a barren planet, but a planet nonetheless. It has proven to be quite an embarrassment to the astronomical community Ungroll. Whoops. Barren world. Well, I'm just gonna do my resources here. What is this? Okay, the dust. I do believe I have that already. Okay, so you can see my allies are already trying to check out this place. They better not be taking my home planet, because this is what I want. Okay, so this is our world that we found in the sector that was guarded by the Ether Drake. 20 plus percent, 20 plus producer. Sorry, tongue-tied tonight. Energy credits plus 20%, happiness down 5, and habitability minus 10. Wow. Not the best planet. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, it does have a 20 size, right? So, I mean, that in itself's good, but I don't know if I'm going to be ready to colonize that quite yet. Really want to find out what other goodies are in there. Well, I think that's it. Well, you know what? Worth it. That was an excellent find, especially for those energy credits. So I might as well take that and build money. Oh yeah, of course I can't do it because it's not on my space yet. So what I'm going to do is I am in fact going to colonize that planet. Okay, it'll be a good opportunity to kind of show off the expansion planner. I know that I've done it several times, but you've never seen the process, you know, firsthand. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Farinoff 3. Where are we here? Fair enough. Lovely list. Probably should have done it. Have I missed it here, or am I just going crazy? It's not on here. It's got to be on here. Of course it is. No, let's go by size. Why is it that we're not showing up on this bad boy? Oh, I wonder if I have to do it. Fast forward a little bit. Sometimes that happens when you've got to pause the game and you do several actions. You just kind of have to unpause it for a minute or two. Yeah, this is really strange. I actually don't see it anywhere. Why wouldn't I be able to colonize it? I wonder if it's because the 40% is colonizable. Huh. My apologies, everybody. For some reason, this is not showing up in the expansion planner, which is a little bit bizarre. I may have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is building a colony ship, you know, by force or by on manual, which is strange because I haven't had to do that all game. I'm just gonna check it again, just to make sure that I'm not going crazy. Fist, not the Farinoff sector. I have surveyed it. I wonder if it's because my allies surveyed it. Because that's exactly what happened. The science ship surveyed it was actually my ally. Requires a colony ship. Requires to be in a border. Why wouldn't this be on our... This is starting to bother me, everybody. It's be one of those things that just drives you bizarre or bonkers until you exactly know what's going on. Okay. We're looking for Farinoff number 3. Where would it possibly be? It's got to be on here. It is not on here. Why is it not on here? Okay, everybody. I'm going to probably pick at that a little bit later. I'm trying to figure out why the expansion pattern wouldn't do anything about that. So, as it stands right now, I'm going to kind of pop up my fleet back up to regular amounts. What I am going to do is, I do believe that my species that I conquered from the Tagel are excellent in arid worlds. We're just going to quickly check and pop that down and check everybody's species. Well, what is that? I didn't even know that guy was in the game. Ugh, what a... Play right now, if humans ever make first contact with an alien race, I'm really, really hoping that it doesn't look like that. Or that, for that matter. Okay, desert. So it's got a 60% for desert habitability, so I'm going to choose one of my planets that I know for a fact have those interesting bird-like creatures in them. I believe it was Damprom. No, it is not. Be down further I say. See what we got here. No, apparently not. Either way, it was an interesting battle. Okay, so he's taking off. So we do have someone here, so I can build a spaceport. I believe a colony ship's in order. And what do we got? They're xenophobic and they're militaristic. Of course, that's what I want in the backyard of a dragon. Sure. So we're going to build that colony ship and do this whole thing manually. Kind of a different, kind of bizarre to me that that didn't end up showing up on the expansion planner, because I've had actually no problems with the expansion planner at all the entire game. In fact, it's been one of the, I would say that and the rally point for fleets are easily the two best things that they added in terms of quality of life changes, at least. Okay, ooh, my Federation wants us to declare war. He wants declare war against the Armathi Kingdom, which I do believe is in their southern border. Yeah, here it is. We've gone to war him several times. To tell you the truth, I kind of don't want to go to war right now. I'm just in the process of rebuilding my fleet. So I'm going to vote no. Okay, vote no. They are going nuts here. Oh, they just tell me that it failed. That's fine. Yeah, I don't really want to go to war right now. I kind of want to get my everything back up to normal, and honestly, I want to besides rebuilding my fleet, I actually want to see if I can colonize this planet, because it is bizarre to me. So other than that, the state of the galaxy seems to be pretty much the same. My empire is, without a doubt, the strongest empire in the game. In fact, I think it's the only federation in the game. And you can see here that I do believe, what is our current status? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the different races that are currently in our federation, the auspicious Entente. Okay, so our colony ship's ready. Let's see if we can't do this the old-fashioned way. Colonize planet. Yeah, so it totally works. It's just for some reason the expansion planner was having a hard time with that. I wonder if could be many things. Could be for the fact that my ally surveyed it for me. It could be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a developer. Nor am I even a decent programmer. So, unfortunately, I couldn't tell you the lefts and rights of it. But it is bizarre it didn't show up. Okay, get our spaceport going. I did read online, now I don't know if this is true or not, of course, so this is all hearsay, that the fallen empire will actually awaken for sure if there's an endgame crisis, but also if a certain fleet or a certain number of fleets in the game amass to a certain point. So I heard it could be 20,000. Now, I'd love to know if that was true or not. Unfortunately, I don't know, but we'll find out one way or the other. Okay, tell us mysteries of the universe. Okay, so we know that he's still talking about the dragon. It's a good idea to kind of figure that out, see if he's still talking about the dragon or not. I'm looking for communicate. Star charts, tell us about the universe. What I really want to do is exchange some of my energy credits into minerals so I can start upgrading my fleet, because I'm nowhere near my cap. I would like to trade 4 minerals, please. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Something else. And that's where we're going to go. Whoops, we went the other way. No, I wanted to trade I wanted to trade 4 minerals. Oh, that's good. This is what happens when you have to work all day and then play Stellaris all night. Sometimes those pistons are not firing on all cylinders. Okay, so we're going to... Looks like my science ship has gone back to that lovely planet that we were trying to colonize without the explander, but we're going to take him and do our assist research at on one of our upgrade to least design. Sure, why not? Okay, so we got an in-transmission. Okay, for a while ago, with this, the Gel have been one of my allies in the Federation for almost the beginning of the game. I think it may have been my second contact. He decided to revoke he decided to revoke his immigration policy with me, and I wasn't unsure why he did that, but now he's asking for it back, so I have no problems with that at all. So again, we've got quite the Federation going. It's almost this inner ring of circles, everybody here except for the highlight, or Light, they didn't do too well in the last war. They're not particularly that pleased with us. I was able to vassal. I currently have one like this planet here, Lias there, is like I own this planet by basically integrating this planet into my own. I wonder if I should build the ether drake there to increase happiness, but I was able to integrate this after they were my vassal. And Hoprum here, or Hotrum, they're currently my vassal as well, so I can actually contact them and integrate the subject. How much they want? 5 for 155? Sure. So I'm gonna start the integration process, and then I'll own even more in my little nook and cranny Yalon kingdom of starfish, space-loving, partying, and militaristic power of the universe is doing quite well. Okay, so we've colonized the planet and had no real issues there. So yeah, interesting. So I'll take my construction ship and start right away on this lovely dragon's horde. That's going to be a lot of yummies there. Increase quite a bit in my current cap. And the colonization begins. Maybe it may actually build the Ether Drake's monument on this planet, because it's obviously going to be a little bit tough since it's suffers from minus 10% happiness already off the bat. So yeah, that's kind of like I think where we are at right now. We fought the Ether Drake, which was a pretty good battle. I think that you'd be more than capable than actually destroying that with a lesser fleet. I think I ended up losing something like 30% of my fleet, and that's pretty marginable cost considering I honestly thought that this was going to be a battle right to the death. One that it would be so close that I was lucky to get out alive, but I decided to wait for a very, very long time before deciding to taking on the space dragon. So it's definitely one of those situations where I think that if I play this again and I do end up getting the space dragon at a earlier point, I probably will amass a fleet around 10 or 11,000, which is maybe even 13, either depending on my weaponry tech that I have at the time. And it's quite possible to at least give that guy a run for his money. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to say the least. Now, I think one of the things I'm really excited for is that even though I'm still waiting for the Fallen Empire to awaken, I'm actually really quite excited for the idea of playing with some of the other different Leviathans that come into with the game and the DLC. Because as it stands right now, I do believe that there are 8 in total, and I've only seen one, and we ended up, and that was from what the devs showed off in their stream of the game, and that was the space dragons, which ended up being what I got as well. So I know that there are 7 more that I have yet to encounter, so I'm really excited by the prospect of doing that. So okay, everybody, so this one was entirely about me taking out a space dragon and messing around a little bit with the expansion planner, again showing off what my empire looks like. And I think that with very little left to go, I think the next video that you guys are going to see out of me will either be the beginning of the endgame crisis, or one of the fallen empires deciding to get a little saucy with the rest of the universe. But the Federation of the auspicious Entente will be able to take them down like 2 beers on a warm summer night. Okay, everybody. This has been Army P for eXplorminate.net, and I'll see you next time.